Hi everybody, welcome to today's video, welcome to my channel. My name is Steve with Joy and Success Coaching. Today's video is going to be a review of the book, The Power of Conflict. Speak Your Mind and Get the Results You Want by Jon Taffer. Jon Taffer is the host of the hit TV show on Paramount, Bar Rescue. He is also a New York Times best-selling author of the book Don't Bullshit Yourself, and an award-winning hospitality expert, entrepreneur, and thought leader with more than 40 years of success in the entertainment, hospitality, and nightlife industries. He is best known as the executive producer and star of Bar Rescue and the spin-off series Marriage Rescue, where he uses his no-holds-barred approach to help businesses reach their full potential. Considered by many to be the most influential, trustworthy, and intelligent food and beverage personality on television, Taffer uses his unprecedented industry experience beyond the screen to inspire people and businesses around the world. So this book came out in 2022. It is released in paperback in 2023. It has about 200 pages, broken up over 10 chapters. Some of the chapters are The Case for Conflict, The Fight in My Head, Pick Your Battles, Do Your Homework, To Yell or Not to Yell, Listen to Win, and Preparing for the Long Haul. So, throughout each of these chapters, Mr. Taffer talks a little bit about the importance of conflict and gives various examples from episodes of Bar Rescue or Marriage Rescue. Bar Rescue has had about 8 seasons on air with over 200 episodes. So he goes through some of the episodes and some of the experiences, but he also sums up the importance of the issue of conflict, because at some point in time, you won't have to go looking for a conflict, it'll come looking for you. He also mentions in the book, if you think the costs of conflict are too high, prepare to be bankrupted in business and in life by the price of avoiding it. Expect your worldview to get steamrolled. So there is a lot of reasons why conflict is something that, even if you are prone to want to avoid, you should consider increasing your experience and skill set with. At the end of each of these 10 chapters in The Power of Conflict, there is Taffer's Toolkit, which is a synopsis of the chapter you've just read. And I've printed out a couple of them. I'm not going to read them in exhausting detail, but to give you an example, at the end of chapter 1, the Taffer's Toolkit has 5 parts. Your values matter. Constructive conflict can be good for the relationships that you want to keep. It is necessary for society. It is essential for collaboration and creativity. And it's good for your health. Acquiescing and stuffing down your opinions and not sticking up for yourself can be toxic, causing chronic anxiety, depression, sleeplessness. And those are examples of this chapter's takeaways, and each chapter has its own focus. Chapter 2, The Fight in My Head, talks about the importance of embracing internal conflict, fire testing your own positions with new information and opposing views. Some other takeaways from the end of chapters talk about the importance of being relatable, finding the way in, playing it back, you making sure you've understood what the person you're arguing or debating with is saying, considering the person and the circumstances within the conflict, to be aware of and research the rules of engagement, and to know that conflict is not necessarily about winning, and it's important to never forget your adversary's humanity. Some other takeaways are to focus on their words, not your next sentence. To slow it down, Force yourself to listen. Keep them talking and pay attention to the physical and emotional cues. Listen for any verbal tells and to show interest, not judgment. And there are great examples of how this could be done with a little more detail through each of the chapters, referencing usually back to some of the episodes of Bar Rescue that he's done. I mean, if you've ever seen the show, you know some of those people that he interacts with are very full of themselves and very much missing the point as to why their business is failing. At one point in the book, he does state most times it's not a business that's failing, it's an owner who's failing in his private life that's making this business take a nosedive financially. So yeah, The Power of Conflict from Jon Taffer is a wonderful book. It goes into great detail about the various ways you can consider debate and conflict resolution and how to assess if the person you're interacting with is even open to listening or changing their mind, or if some arguments are not even worth engaging in. So I would definitely highly recommend this book, and if you don't believe me, well, I'll go ahead and debate you on that. I've got a book that teaches me how. And if you guys have any conflicts in your life that you could use an additional hand in addressing and assessing with some humanity and some respect for your adversary, you can always feel free to reach out to me at joyandsuccesscoaching@gmail.com, and we'll see if coaching with me is a good fit for you and if I am able to help you address the issues you're finding in your dating and romantic life. I hope this video has found you well. I hope you'll check out Mr. Taffer's book, and I hope you'll check back next week because I'm hoping to finish reading and review The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer next week. Until then, you guys take it easy. I'm wishing you the best of joy and success, and may peace be with you all. Take it easy.